How many times have you said that I'm good when the truth of the matter is you really weren't good? Not at all. But we've been conditioned to put on this stoic face and to pretend to everybody else like everything is good when the truth of the matter is it's not. We pretend like everything is fine, but you're struggling internally. In fact, who said you have to be strong all the time? And does carrying your burdens all by yourself, does it really make you stronger? Or do the burdens just make you heavier? Listen, you don't have to suffer in silence, and you don't have to carry your burden alone. If we're honest about it, there's real strength in letting other people know so they can walk and journey with you. And today, I want to give you 3 steps to help you stop struggling alone. Honestly, I'm hoping this can be a part of your healing journey.
It's Philip Edge.
What's going on, nieces and nephews, and welcome back to another day of encouragement. If you're new here, I'm everybody's Uncle Phil, and for the past 2 decades, I've been the go-to for people who are seeking wisdom, encouragement, and practical steps to move forward in life. My mission? Simple. To let you know that you matter, you're worth it, and you have what it takes to overcome any challenge. So if you're ready, let's dive in. All right, listen, come on in close, and I really want you to hear this today. You got to be honest with yourself and really acknowledge the fact that you're not okay. We live in this world where we celebrate pushing through the pain. We celebrate carrying the weight. We celebrate not letting anybody know that you're going through. All we're doing is pretending everything is perfect and keeping up this false appearance. Pretending doesn't heal the pain. It just buries it deeper and deeper and deeper. I mean, if I'm serious about it, there was a time where I felt overwhelmed. People would come up to me and they're like, P, how you doing? How you feeling? And I would put on the smiling face. Oh, I'm good. I'm okay. I'm putting on the smiling face so they don't think anything is wrong. But inside, I was barely holding it together. Like, I'm being so real and transparent with you today. Have you ever been there? Have you ever been in the place where you're barely holding it together, but to the outside world, you're trying to keep up this appearance that you got it all together? Now, for me, it wasn't until I admitted to myself that I don't got it all together, that I am fragile, and that I need help. See, when I did that and admitted that to myself, that's where change, true change, could really begin happening. See, I had to realize that it's okay to not be okay. And once I admitted that to myself, it gave me strength and courage to go and open up to somebody else. Y'all, once that process starts happening, then you start feeling lighter and lighter as opposed to feeling burdened down. Admitting that you're struggling, that's not a weakness. In fact, that's courage and strength. Before we go any further, let me ask you, how are you doing? Not the fake, not the fluff, but the real. I want you to do a self-check right now. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being low, 10 being amazing, in the comments box right now, let me know, how are you really doing? Your boy wanna know. No filters, no pretending. Just write it down in the comments box. Honestly, that's the first step to releasing the weight off of your shoulders. I already alluded to this, but one thing that we need to do once we start getting in this mode, you gotta find a safe space to share your struggles. I mean, when you keep everything bottled up, it's like you're carrying this heavy backpack around with you everywhere you go. And with every step, things seem to get harder. But when you share the load with somebody you trust in a safe space, it's literally like you're taking things out of that backpack and giving it to them. With everything you take out and share, guess what? You're getting lighter. So who can you turn to? Maybe it's a spouse, maybe it's a family friend, maybe it's a counselor. I did say counselor. There's nothing wrong with getting a counselor and somebody to talk to. The key is just find somebody who's gonna listen without judgment. I ain't say find somebody to tell you what to do. I said find somebody who listens. Listening in and of itself should remind you that you don't have to do this thing alone. For me personally, during one of the toughest seasons in my life, I had to find not only my spouse, right? Not only my wife, to be able to say, babe, listen, I'm going through, right? And being able to be vulnerable and be okay with sharing the truth about where I was, right? Not only did I share it with my wife, I was able to find my friend. I got a friend, I'll call his name. His name is Terry Jones, right? I literally had to reach out and be like, hey, dog, I'm going through. Hey, dog, I need some help. Hey, dog, I need somebody. The amazing thing about my friend Terry is, listen, every time I called, he answered the phone. He didn't necessarily have advice every time, but he was there. See, we're looking for people who will be there for us. That's what you really need. You don't necessarily need somebody who's gonna fix everything. You need somebody who's going to be there. Somebody who's going to show up for you when you need them the most. See, when you do that, you're finding people who are making sure that you know that you're not alone in the journey. And that can make all the difference in the world. So who are the people who constitute your safe space? Who are the people that you can go to and talk to and take off the mask, take off the fakeness, take off the burden? Who are those people that you can really go share honestly and openly with? This week, I want you to take the first step with that person. I know it might be hard. I get it. I understand that. But it might be as simple as just finding that person and going to them and saying, hey, listen, I really need to talk. And that's called the conversation starter. The third thing that we all gotta capture is we have to redefine what we call strength. See, we've been taught that strength or being strong means holding everything together. I gotta just hold it together. If I can just hold on. That's what we've been taught that strength is. But I'm gonna tell you, that's not true strength. In fact, that's called isolation. There's a reason that solitary confinement is a horrible, horrible punishment. You don't want to be isolated and by yourself. Strength isn't about never failing. It's about getting back up after you have fallen, after you have messed up, after you have gone through. It's about being able to get back up. That's what true strength really is. And sometimes getting back up, it simply means asking for help. Think about this for a second. Do you earn a badge for just suffering in silence? Do you earn a badge for doing this thing alone? Does it even make you a better person to carry the weight silently? No, it doesn't at all. But that's what we're taught. Real strength is found in your vulnerability. It's found in saying, I can't do this by myself. It's found in you allowing others to actually support you. Here's what I've learned. When you ask for help, that doesn't mean that you're weak. In fact, I think you're pretty wise when you do. And when you let others in, you actually give them permission to do the exact same. So now we're creating a healthy community where people feel free enough to actually have real conversations. So listen, take a moment today and ask yourself, where are some areas that you might really need some help? Write it down and make a plan to reach out to somebody. Remember, asking for help is a sign of wisdom, not weakness. So let me recap real quick. We gotta acknowledge the truth and stop pretending like we're fine when you know you're not. We gotta find our safe space and reach out to those people. And lastly, we gotta redefine strength. It's okay to ask for help. So here's my challenge to you. This week, I need you to take one step towards breaking the silence. Go on and open up to someone you trust. Let them know how you're really feeling and just give yourself permission to lean on others. You don't have to do this alone. And remember, there's strength in asking for help. So yeah, life is hard, but you're not meant to do it alone. So give yourself grace, reach out for help, and start taking the steps to healing. And just like that, you got this. So keep pushing forward, do what you can, and trust that your best days are right around the corner. We'll see you in the next one.
It's Philip Edge.
Everybody's up the field, we rise. Empowerment, truth, no disguise. See your worth, it's your time to shine. Hands together, we arise. Let's ride. Everybody's up the field, we rise. Empowerment, truth, no disguise. See your worth, it's your time to shine. Hands together, we arise. Let's fly.